Maybe you heard many different things about the Mayans, maybe not that many. Maybe you heard a few years ago, maybe you were too little, but everybody was talking about how the Mayans predicted the end of the world in 2012. Of course, that didn't happen. Maybe you heard that the Mayans went to space. Well, you can see the picture here from the Mayans. Of course, it looks like a big rocket ship. All of these, of course, are myths that did not come to happen, but still, the Mayans are a very, very interesting culture, and they were scientists and they were artists and they had all this knowledge that hopefully you get to see once you go on the cruise. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My full name is Jorge Daniel Garcia Santiago. Maybe we have met, maybe not. I am an instructor of management sciences at Abilene Christian University. I teach business, I teach marketing, I teach international business. Also, I grew up in the Yucatan Peninsula. So I was born in Mexico City, but we moved to Cancun, Mexico, when I was just 5. So, what is my expertise in the Asian Mayan culture? Well, since I was a little boy, my parents, you can see them on this picture, all the way to the right, my dad and my mom took us to see all these different Mayan sittings over and over again. Since I was a little boy, you can see me here on the left with my brother on the center in Tulum. That's the place where I was in the other video. On the right, I'm in Palenque. That's in the state of Chiapas, again with my little brother and many, many others. And a lot of these cities we visited many times, including this morning when the whole family, we went to see Tulum again. The people in the picture, you can see my wife. My wife is from Japan. And I have 2 daughters. Izumi is 12, Hannah is 9, and Higen is 4. Again, we are in Tulum this morning, but we did kind of the same thing. Here we are about 7 years ago in Chichen Itza, and we took this picture right at the right moment when one was falling on the floor and the other one was crying. And I will tell you more about Tulum. I will tell you more about Palenque. I will tell you more about Chichen Itza in the video. But again, you want to know who's talking to you? I've been to these cities. And one of the things about once you go visit all of these cities is that a lot of things they do not know. You're going to get a guide and they're going to tell you many wonderful things. And most of them are true, and most of them, because they're scientists, they have reasons to tell you. But I've been to different cities more than once, and I have heard guides say different things. I'll tell you one about Chichen Itza later. A lot of things they don't know, and they're trying to figure it out. So we're going to talk about the ancient Maya, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about their culture. That way you have a context of who they were. But we'll also talk about astronomy, because this is the class, is astronomy and culture at sea. They were excellent, excellent astronomers. And they knew things that maybe in other parts of the world they didn't know, including they could predict eclipses, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, and I know you already learned about that. And I'm going to show you a video. I'm going to show you a video from a movie called Apocalypto. And in that video, you can see a scene when the elite of society, the rulers, the priests, because of their knowledge, they knew an eclipse was coming. The the rest of the city, the rest of the people didn't know what was going on. So this knowledge wasn't like everybody knew what was going on. The rich and powerful use it to their advantage to control the people. You're going to see that in the video in a moment, but it's fun. They have their own little Star Wars movies when all these people that are in the know look at each other, they nod at each other, they know the eclipse is coming, and they use it for their advantage. So to see that video, we're going to stop this video and then scroll down on the page, and you're going to see the clip for the movie, and then you're going to scroll down a little bit more, and then we'll continue with this presentation.